I was lucky enough to go to the recent Tokyo Game Show and visit the Smilegate booth. Now, I've played Smilegate games for years now, and I've also probably trash-talked them for years as well. But fortunately, the staff was willing to welcome me with open arms, which really shocked me, but I had a great time. I've been really excited for their most recent game, Zero Nightmare. I've been talking about it a lot, and I think the game has a lot of potential, so I was really excited to actually see the entire booth and see all these other players lined up and trying the game out. Zero Nightmare is a roguelike gacha game that's coming out really soon in October. And I was really excited to actually be able to see this booth because they put a lot of effort into it. They had a lot of cool cosplayers there, they had this entire cool card system with screens as a booth, they had a little gacha system for some prizes and some card packs. They had a bunch of demos that you could play, and on the other side they had another booth for a game they just started promoting, Miresi, which I hadn't really seen anything for. They really kept it under wraps, and I was only able to first try it here at this booth for the first time. And also, they have some really interesting looking characters here and screens, don't they? Overall, the booth was absolutely massive, probably one of the larger booths at the entire Tokyo Game Show, which was really surprising to me, that they put in so much effort trying to show off these two new games.
Jenazad.
Oh! Oh! Jenazad! Oh my god! 에픽7은 제나자드요.
I was standing right behind you.
제나자드가 에픽7 하던 시절에 글로벌 서버에서 굉장히 인기 많은 스트리머였어요. How about Zero Nightmare?
Oh yeah.
You like it?
Yeah, I like the game a lot actually.
But Zero Nightmare, they don't have a PvP, right?
Yeah, no PvP.
So this is like no.
You like
No
PvP?
intent. No, I like PvP.
I really like this game. I think it's really fun. I just wish it had PvP.
Yeah.
Miresi, I'm not sure. I haven't really played much of it. It seems interesting.
Where are you from?
America.
America. Where of America?
Oh,
Which state?
I currently live in Texas.
텍사스 갔을 때 제나자드 집 가도 되냐고 물어봐 주세요.
Will you invite him to his
Oh
place?
yeah, sure. Why not?
To your
yeah.
place, sorry.
Yeah, why not?
Whenever you come to Korea, call me.
Yeah.
Okay? Okay. Thank you. Okay. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, no, great to see you. man.
It's great to see you. Great to see you. Thank you.
The cosplayers were absolutely amazing and really pleasant to talk to, and I even got a great experience of being able to talk to one of the dev team members of Zero Nightmare. Now, I had a lot of questions for him, because even though I think the game is really good and I'm very excited for it, there are some things that concerned me a little bit. One of them being how the gacha system works, and another one being some of the translation issues that we had in the previous beta. He did talk about how pretty much the translation issues wouldn't really be that much of an issue, and they were going to add a bunch of keywords to it as well.
So a couple of things that I'm a little bit concerned about though. One
And as for the gacha system, I had multiple complaints. One, I wasn't really a fan of the 50-50 system. I also wasn't really a fan of the fact that after characters' banners are done, they don't go to the standard banner either, and you have to wait for their rerun. Those are a couple big concerns that players have had since the very beginning. Now, he did give me a little bit of insight as to what's going on, but didn't outright tell me.
A lot of feedback after the playtest, and he's actually really, everyone is like checking so far we're having already prepared a lot to improve on the system, but the game comes out very soon.
One thing that I suggested was that maybe they could add in a 100% banner, where there's the 50-50 banner for however much pity, and then a 100% banner, but it has a higher pity, and then players could choose which banner they want to go for every single character.
Would it be possible to, some games, what they'll do is they'll have the 50-50 system, but then they'll also add a second 100% system with a higher pity, and some games do that, and maybe that's something they could add.
The response I got was that they considered something like this, but they decided to go with something different, and that the thing that they considered going for might be even better. Now, I'm not really sure what that means, and it's a little bit of PR talk, but at the same time, I do think that the game's been going in the right direction, so I'd like to give them my best wishes and hope for the best.
So they're looking at, actually that's one of the options we were looking at, and they have different options we're looking at right now. We're looking at, the one they are preparing right now, they cannot give all the details yet, but he's actually quite confident that you will be even happy, even if you made these suggestions, that you still will be happy with the change we actually did. So after the game launches, they will still get the feedback. They did read all the feedback so far from the survey, and they will get more feedback, and then you can tell them again what you think about it.
Now, let's talk a little bit about Miresi. So, this is a game that essentially we knew nothing about other than just a little bit of promotional art. So, I actually got a chance to try this game, and it was completely different than what I expected. The game seems to mix a few different elements together. So first of all, it has 3D animations, and all the characters are 3D, which I wasn't really expecting since generally Smilegate goes for more of a 2D style game. Now, the combat is more of an auto combat type style where your characters are auto battling, but here's the important part. Throughout the battle, your characters will move along a bar. When their turn eventually comes around, they're able to use their skills. Now, what's important is these skills don't just do damage or an effect, but they also maneuver your character around or target an area. So what this game essentially is a strategy about maneuvering your characters and positioning them in correct locations so that they're able to be affected by the most amount of buffs and heals, and also dodge the most enemy attacks. Now, at a base level, this could seem really simple and maybe even boring to some people, but at the same time, I think I see the strategy and what they're going for in this, and if it's done correctly, then maybe the game will actually have a good amount of strategy and difficulty while also not having the burden of really frustrating dailies and letting you be able to just play auto when you want to play casually. I'm not 100% sure on this, but this is just the feeling that I was getting. The story of the game seems to revolve around a time loop where you and the girls are stuck in a loop of everything being absolutely destroyed and then being able to go back and try to fix it. I didn't want to read all the story, didn't really want to spoil it, and I also had a limited amount of time to play, so I skipped through most of it, but that was kind of the gist of how the game worked. Also, when you're not in combat, it seems as though you have an entire hub that you can run around with 3D versions of the characters. And also, there seems to be a lot of bond getting with the characters and other elements. Maybe there'll be a dorm system. We'll have to see how that really gets fleshed out. It's also great getting to try Chaos Zero Nightmare hands-on on a tablet or mobile device, because I've only played on my computer. The game ran really smoothly, it looked really good. Honestly, it feels like it's actually meant to be played on these. Shocker, it's a phone gacha game, right? But I'm probably going to be playing on PC on launch either way.
Oh boy, I don't know what these do.
사람들이에요? 아시나요? 신규 빌드인지 아시나요? 왜냐면 바뀌었어요.
미래식 저기 조금 여기 다른
Overall, I'm actually really excited for Chaos Zero Nightmare. I hope that the game has a really good launch, and I'm definitely going to be playing that game a lot. Thanks a bunch Smilegate as well. I really appreciate actually treating me so well, even though I've probably said more terrible things about your company than probably almost anyone else, and yet they took that in stride and would just joke about that with me. Honestly, it was a great time. I even got to meet a fellow content creator for them same way, who I had never met because he lives across the entire planet in Korea, but it was cool to actually see him in person. And I'm also curious about how Miresi is going to go in the end, so I hope the best for that game as well. I'm not sure when it's going to release, but maybe we'll see some news down the line. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you're interested in Chaos Zero Nightmare, consider using the link below.
何度繰り返したのだろう。手が届きそうな救いはいつも潰れた。今までずっと全てをかけてきたけど、時間は変わらなかった。無限に繰り返される崩壊の中で、私たちはだんだん鈍り、無力になっていく。この声、あなたは金様。あなたならこの未来を変えられますか？ミレシ、見えない未来。